Alright, today we're gonna go ahead and check the gaps on our intake and exhaust valves and see where we're at, see if it needs any adjustment, and try and get this thing running a little better. We had it running real good and then ran into a problem with the clutch, put a new clutch in it, and ever since then just hasn't been running great. It's been missing. We've adjusted the timing, we've messed with a bunch of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and check the intake and exhaust gaps and see if that doesn't help any. Got 4 nuts and washers up here. I think I'm gonna need a flathead. Crack it loose. And up we go. Look at all that. That's water. Water in the oil. Must have been leaking. Must have been leaking through those rubber washers. We'll have to clean all that up. Not ideal. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And yeah, we'll want to do an oil change on this after seeing all this. Take this old gasket off. Okay, all this water damaged oil. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that up. Get that out of the system. Okay, so here's what we got. We got cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 and 4 travel up together, and 2 and 3 travel together. So as soon as your intake on 4, this is intake, this is exhaust, as soon as your intake goes up on 4, you can set cylinder 1. You can gap the valve lash on cylinder 1, intake and exhaust. So that's too tight. More. Right. Little less. Right. A little less. Right there. And we're doing a cold setting now. They give you the hot setting of 0.012. And we're going to do a cold setting moved a little. We're going to do a cold setting of 0.014. So now we've got our valves gapped, the intake exhaust, we've got that gapped properly. Now we're going to take a look at our spark plugs, and the operator's manual, the owner's manual says spark plug gapping is .028 to .032. I think I just tried this first one and it was a little tight. So I'm gonna go .030. There's one. Okay, we're gonna do this one here. We're gonna go oh. Yeah, these are very tight. We're gonna go 030. Okay, there's the second one. So our front end loader is down. We lost the seals in the right side ram. Here's the one that's still on the tractor. This is what it looks like. I've seen these in pictures on the internet on other old, 1950s era tractors. These front end loader rams, I don't know the make of them, but I've seen them before. So the passenger side ram blew the seals. We had a little bit of a hard time getting them apart in order to get to the seals, but we finally got it apart. And here's the ram housing. It went on there like that. We should have filmed getting this apart, but we didn't. The ram goes, this is the collar. So the ram goes together inside there like that. These are tightened down with threads, and then there's these bolts that tighten this collar here to there. Now inside are some rubber seals, and that's what sprung a leak on us. And there's these. That one's in front. 2 by 1.5 F STD. We don't know what that means yet. And then these all seem to be the same. And these 4 are sandwiched in between 2 by 1.5 F STD and this follower gasket. What is that? 2 by 1.5 M STD. So we don't know what any of that means yet. We don't know how we're going to track these down. Must be able to. Just got to get on the internet and find out where to get them. And we are going to replace this set for this ram and order another set before that one goes. We're going to have that one replaced. And didn't take too much to get them apart. We put one big pipe wrench in this immovable object here. and then grabbed the ram with that, like that. And then when this was still on, we grabbed that with the other pipe wrench and just wrenched it off there. No problem. Came right apart. Good to go. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get that going. The only problem we kind of ran into was getting that C-clip off. That was a bugger, and then of course it shoots off in any random direction, and then you're tracking it down. Did that, but we found it. And then when we were trying to take, there's somehow or another the groove for that C-clip, I don't know, just by using the ram for so many years, it rolled this metal out a little bit here, and you can feel this ridge. And when we were trying to get this collar off, it would get stuck on the metal. It didn't want to come off. And I've been through enough of these rodeos to know that this metal rolled, and you just had to work it off and get it through there, pound on it a little bit, block of wood and a hammer. You don't want to take a hammer directly to that metal, but a block of wood and a hammer, and keep pounding on it, and then bringing it back. And there was little metal shavings, clean those off, keep doing it, and then eventually she just slides right off, no problem. So there you go. We'll track those parts down, get those orders done, and get them rebuilt, and then we will shoot a video rebuilding them and putting them back together, reinstalling them, and then checking for leaks. And we finished our valves and everything, and got all that put back together and done, and started it up and tuned it a little bit. She's still running a little rough, but it's a lot better than it was. Probably didn't turn the gas on, but that's all right. So she's running, doing a good job, doing us proud. So we'll try and keep you up to date. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.